Hey guys, what is up? This is Mike here 238, and today I will be doing this awesome looking Western build. I really hope you guys do like this video. If you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. But do you guys like the swivel I did too? It's a little special. It's a little different. It's in the acacia biome, and I thought it would look cool because it makes the build look a little bit more themed. I really hope you guys do like that swivel. That's just a little cool detail. But anyways, I will put the materials down for you guys in just a second. Again, if you do guys like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. But with that said, here are the materials for you guys now. So the first thing we're going to want to go ahead and do is get our oak planks and our stripped oak log. And the very first part that we're going to be building is just a very basic foundation. So get your oak planks, break one block, and we're going to go 19 by 18 platforms. So that's one right there. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And this is going to be the front of the house, just so for reference, as usual, I built in the front left corner of the house starting off, but that's 19 and we're going to do by 18. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. For the sake of time, I'm just going to use a fill command right here. Obviously, you guys can't do that in survival, but just go ahead and take some time to fill this in with oak planks. We might break some blocks later and we might replace them as we usually do, but that's just part of what we do. Okay, so now that we got our 19 by 18 platform done, what we're going to do is we're going to go from this left corner, starting on this block, we're going to go 1, and you don't need to place these are just markers. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So on this fourth block right here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go 1, 2 over, and that's where the very first front leg of the building is going to be. Again, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then from this block we go 1, 2 over, and this is the front left corner of the build. Now we're just going to build the very basic foundation of this build itself, like the actual building itself. This wood is just right here. Something I've seen in Western builds where they just have a little platform, but let's actually build the foundation. So we're going to get from the stripped oak log, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 over with oak planks. And then we're going to put another stripped oak log. Then we'll go over 1, 2, because this is where the door is going to be. We'll place another stripped oak log. Then we'll get our oak planks. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and place a stripped oak log as well, just like that. All right, from over here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 oak planks, stripped oak log, then 1, 2, 3, stripped oak log, then 1, 2, 3, stripped oak log, just like that. So 3, 3, 3. Now we're going to mirror the front side exactly, except there's not a door in the back. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to have a stripped oak log. Then we'll have 1, 2. So again, fill in this gap with the oak planks right here. And then stripped oak log, then 1, 2, 3, stripped oak log. And then we're going to mirror this right side of the house exactly. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, stripped oak log, 1, 2, 3, stripped oak log, 1, 2, 3. When it's all said and done, if you want to make sure that you're totally centered, from the front, again, this is where the entrance and the door is going to be. From the front, you should have 1, 2, 3 oak planks on this side. Over here on the left side of the build, you should have also 1, 2, 3. But on the back, you should have 1, 2. And on the right side, if we're looking at it from this way, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's because we're going to have a walkway actually going on the side, so we need some more space. But that is the very basic foundation. Now we're actually going to get into building this structural part right here. Okay, so now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to get our oak stairs as well, because we will need this in the next part of the build. So get your stripped oak log. We're going to go to the front left corner of the again and start. And first off, we're going to just go 1, 2, 3, 4 up. And we are building up the first story now, as you can see. But on every single post, actually, we're going to go 4 up. So you can go around the entire build going 1, 2, 3, 4 up on every single stripped oak post, because this will be the same pattern for every single one. I actually literally just recorded this part, and as I was recording, I realized that the audio hadn't been recording somehow. So this is already my second time through, so I am a pro at this part, fortunately, because of that. Extra practice, right? All right, so what we're gonna do, now that we got the 4 posts, each post should be a total height of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. We're gonna start working on the windows and the walls. If you get your oak planks and go on either side, we're going to tunnel up all the way, or funnel up all the way to the top on either side with the oak planks like this. Then we're going to, at the very top middle, we're going to have an upside down oak stair and then an upright oak stair right underneath it. Then this will create our basic generic window that we will be using for this in the entirety of this build. So the window is just like that. Right here, we will have a doorway, and because of the doorway, we will put an upright stair right here, 2 in the middle, and then we'll put 2 upside down stairs. And we won't actually fill in this section right here because this is where the door to the second story is going to be. So don't fill this in. This is literally what you should just have, just upside down or upright stairs and then upside down stairs on top of those. Now for the window, we're going to repeat the same pattern we did over there. And since I did a little fast, I'll do it again. We go 1, 2, 3, 4 up, 1, 2, 3, 4 up on either side with oak planks. Then we have an upside down stair on the 5th layer and then an upright stair right below that, so that we always have a 1x2 window. Make sure it's always 1x2 blocks. Right here, we're actually going to fill in the wall. So we're going to go all the way up on either side. And we will do the upside down stair, upright stair, but then we'll fill in this 2-block window right here. And we'll actually do the exact same thing over on this side. So go all the way up, we have the upside down stair, upright stair, and then we fill in this gap. And the reason behind that is because this building will have a staircase going right here. And if we had a window right here, you'd be able to see just staircase, and that would be terrible. You wouldn't be able to see anything. So the window is really pointless right there. So fill these two in on the right side of the build, but over here we will resume back to the normal window. So go all the way up on either side with the oak planks. Then we have an upside down stair, upright stair with the 2-block middle. And we'll do the exact same pattern that we've been doing on this window right here. By now you should have gotten the hang of it. It's a pretty simple pattern for the window. Over here, it is a little bit different since we do have a 2-block space instead of a 1-block or 3-block space. What you want to do is you put 2 upright stairs and then 2 upside down stairs on top of that, just to get this little window right here. And that's all you do for the middle window. That's all you do. It's not that special. Okay, and then we do the same pattern we've been doing for the windows as usual. Upside down stair, upright stair. Over here, we will do another window. So go ahead and do that real quick. It's pretty simple. It's not too hard. Over here, we will actually fill this whole thing in with a wall. And the reason behind that, the reason behind us filling this all the way up, if I can place my blocks right, is because we will actually have a water trough right here, which I will cover in the decorations parts. If you guys don't want to watch the decoration parts, feel free to have this window open, but for the sake of my video, I really did like the water trough design that I created right here. So stick around if you guys want to see why I keep this wall filled in. Okay, and then this last part, we're just going to do the basic window design that we've been doing as usual. So upside down stair, upright stair, just like that. And that is the first story done. We will begin working on the second story next. All right, so I did actually lie. Before we work on the second story, let's go ahead and get our slabs. Oops, and you just heard me totally flip my mouse somehow. Man, that was really clumsy of me. Anyways, we want our oak slabs and our oak fence. We're actually gonna work on the patio first because I was thinking about if you guys are building this in survival, you could build this part easily from the first story. But when you get to the second story, it's very obnoxious if you don't have a platform to build from. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna build the patio first. All right, so if we get our oak fence from the very front left corner of the house, we're actually gonna go 1-2 blocks out and we're gonna put a fence post right here, okay? We will come back to this in just a second. Let's get all the posts put down first. All right, so the next post, if we go 1-2 blocks over, we will put 1 post. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4 over, and we put another post. Then 1, 2, we put 1 post, and 1, 2, we put 1 more post. And then if we go this way over here, turning, we go 1, 2, and put the final post right there. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 posts overall. And each post of the fence is gonna be 3 high. So go ahead and stack these up 3 high, which is a little tricky if you're doing in survival, but if you get some scaffolding, you should be able to do this pretty easily. Okay, so go ahead and finish all the posts right there. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our oak slabs, and we're not actually gonna build on this layer right here. We're gonna build 1 block above it. So on the 1, 2, 3, 4, on the 5th block on the bottom part, I think, no, that doesn't sound right. Right here on this layer that lines up with the top of the stair on the doorway. So that's where we're gonna put some oaks, and we're actually gonna go over every single part just like this, filling in all the oak planks that go over the post, just like so. And this should hopefully make sense to you guys. And we'll actually fill out over to this area as well, over here like this. So we fill in all that area with oak planks, and then to complete the post, we're actually gonna go just down 1 oak plank slab on each of these fence posts right here. So 1 down, 1 down, 1 down. That way it makes it look like the fence is actually connecting to the patio. And then 1 down over here as well. For the next part to actually get up onto the deck that we have right there, we're gonna get our stairs out, our oak stairs, and 1 block in front of this post right here is where we're gonna put the stairs. So just like that, 2 stairs right there, and then the stairs just go up as stairs obviously do. And actually break these, I'm sorry, I put those in the wrong place, but the stairs just go up like that. Then if we get our oak block back out, our oak planks, we can just put it on either side of the stair, just like so. so that it tops it off and it feels like we're not going to fall off the stairs. Then underneath we will put upside down stairs just like this, and then right here we will actually just put 2 slabs out like that. I did do that kind of quickly. If you guys need to watch it again, go ahead and feel free to do so, because I did do that kind of quick. Now we're going to get our oak fence again, and we're going to add kind of a railing going up to the second story. So we just put oak fence like this on every single block, and then we have oak fence wrapping around the entire top of the build, just like this. It's pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. We just wrap around all the way around like that, and that's how we get the patio done with the stairs, the spacing and everything. That should be how to fully create the deck. And now we'll move on to actually building the second story part right here. Let's move on to that. For the next part, I really tried to remember this, but I just couldn't, and so I did build half of the second story already. That way I get it 100% perfect for you guys and I don't mess this up. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of mirror this. Actually, for you guys, you have to build the full thing, but I already have half of it done. On this inner post right here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So just go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4 up like that. Right here, we will meet in the middle just to fill this in. And over here on this side, we will make a little window like we've been doing. So if we go 1, 2, 3 up, 1 over, 1, 2, 3 down. So 1, 2, 3 up, 1 over, and then 1, 2, 3 up like that, filling it in as well. And again, I'm sorry, but you guys will have to do this on both sides. For the next side, if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up, that should complete this stripped oak side. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up like that. Then we will get 3 oak planks going across. So 1, 2, 3 right above the window we just made. Over here, we will go 1, 2 over from this side over here. If we go 1, 2 over just like that, and then we will let's go ahead and get our stripped oak log. We will go 1 block over for this, and we will go 1, 2, 3, 4 high. So if we go 1 over from the main log we had right here where the doorway goes, we just go 1, 2, 3, 4 up like so. Okay, and you guys can see it's sort of starting coming together. To come together. All right, if we get our oak stairs, we can go 2 upright stairs right here, and then 2 upside down stairs like that in this area. Over here, we will do the same thing on top of the oak planks we already created. So 2 upright stairs, then 2 upside down stairs like that. Then we will get our stripped oak log. We will fill this in all the way. And on the very top, we will, from the middle, we will go 1, 2, 3, 4 over with the oak slabs. And then on top of this, we will go 1, 2, 3, 4 over as well. And you can see we get this full and complete looking front of a store. I don't know exactly what that is, but that is what they did in old Western houses when I was looking up. All right, for the banners, I will actually put a link in the video for all the letters below. I do end up spelling the word grub, but just to give you an idea on how I do it, let me get the banner out. I think what I did is I started off with a brown banner, then I got brown dye and white dye. So if I get my brown dye out, and I get my white dye. And from there, I just looked at the letter video on how to do some letters. I can give you the one on how to do the letter U, just because that's a very simple one. So for the letter U, you would use the white dye to get this left bar right here, so right there. Then we would use the white dye to also get the right bar. Then we would use the white dye to also get the bottom bar. And then after that, we would surround it with a border of brown dye, just like that. So that's the color palette I use, just white and brown dye with a brown banner starting off each time. And since this is a U, I will put it, I think I put it right there on this block, G-R-U-B. Yeah, so the letters you will look, and again, I'll put the link for the video down below so you guys can get the letters for the banners, but I will put the link down below and you just look up how to do each letter using brown and white dye instead. I think the guy uses black and white dye in his videos. Just replace the black with brown and you guys should be fine on that part, spelling out the grub. Now, real quick, I will add just a tiny bit of decorations. If we get some spruce stairs out that you guys should have collected already, we will put an upright spruce stair there, an upside down one here, and we'll do that on either side of the house, just like that. And if we get our spruce gates out too, so that we don't forget this part, we can put 2 spruce gates, one here and then one on top of that, and open them up so like we have this window right here, and do the same right there on that side as well. And then after we get the letters done, I'm pretty sure this is positioned on the, I don't know if this is positioned on the right block or not. It might be one lower like that. I will tell you guys that in just a second because I'm gonna check. But yeah, after that, that's all you should have to do pretty much for the second story. I forgot on honestly how to fill up this doorway right here, so I'll also show how to do that in the next part. But then we will also start on the roof. And if I'm being totally honest, I'm probably going to cheat on the roof and build one half of the roof as well because this roof is very complex. But yeah, let's move on to the roof next, and then I'll show you guys how to do a couple minor details right here as well. There was in fact one detail missing, which was just the upright stairs and the upside down stairs right here. So this is all I did with the doorway right here, just added those stairs in. And then for these banners, I added these in as well. Again, I will put the link down in the description below for you guys so you guys can see on how to make these litters. I actually had to look up the R because I totally forgot how to do it. But yeah, let's move on to the next section of this build, which is actually going to be the roof. I'm going to get rid of that limb real quick. If we get spruce slabs out and we also get our spruce stairs out, that's all we need for the roof. And we're actually going to get some oak fence, so I did lie, and we're going to get some stripped oak log. I did have these in my inventory, but since I cleared it for the banners, I have to get the stuff again. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to want to go ahead and do is we're going to get our spruce stairs, and we're going to go just one block out like so. So we just get our spruce stairs, go one block out just like this, and we're going to start in this corner. We're just going to go all the way down. Eventually we will add detailing. This roof is going to look a little plain at first, but again, we will add detailing to make it look better. Make sure it goes one over just to hang over a little bit. Then we'll get our spruce slabs, and we'll go one more block out like this, lining up with the bottom layer of the stair, like so. Okay. There's going to be 3 posts that we put. So if we get our stripped oak log right in front of this block right here, so not in front of the middle block, but the right one on this side, if we go one block out, we can put a stripped oak log here, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4 up with the oak fence like so. Over here, we're also going to add a little post like this, okay? So if we get our stripped oak log, we will go 1 block diagonal and 1 out. So like this, we go 1 out diagonal and 1 block out like this, and we'll have the oak fence go all the way up to the top as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Over here on this side, we will replicate this bottom roof so far. So we will go 1 block out with the spruce stair, and we'll go all the way out like so. So building this all out like this, all the way going over one side, like going 1 block out over the edge of the wall as well. We'll get our spruce slabs, and we'll do that as well. Maybe not on this block though, because we do want to have 1 block that you can actually walk up the stairs with. So we will just start on this block right here and go all the way across. And then we will add 1. Ooh, if I can paste the spruce slabs, we will add another post like we did over there. So right here on this block, right so. If we go 1 diagonal and 1 over, that's where we put the post, and we put 1, 2, 3, 4 fence going up like that. So that's the 3 posts we will do, just these 1, 2, 3 posts over here. And now we will begin going on to how to build the roof, the basic shape of it, and then we will add decaling and such later on in the video. All right, so if we get our spruce slab, after we go up 1 stair with the block, like right here, overhanging on the oak wall, so we're going to have 1 block in between the wall, we're going to put spruce slabs going all the way across like so. And we're going to do this 2 times. So that's 1, then we'll go up another one, and we'll put another slab layer like so. Then we will get our stairs, we will switch to our stairs, and we will go all the way out over again like we did last time. Unfortunately, this will take a little bit of time just because placing stairs isn't as easy as placing slabs. But after we got that done, we will get our slabs back out, and we will go all the way across again like we've been doing. And then we will go up another slab and go all the way across as well. And then we will have the stair on the top layer as well. So just kind of that pattern, slab, stair, or slab, slab, stair, slab, slab, stair. We will do it again over here on the side of the roof real quick, just so you guys can see. I won't actually fill it all the way up, but we go slab right here, then slab, then we go stair, and then we go slab, then stair, just like that. And you want to just fill this all the way out, make sure it's only hanging 1 block over the wall. And then I'll show how to do this section of the wall right here in just a second. I'm not totally sure on how to do it, and I want to give you guys the right instructions. So just get this spruce outline done real quick, and then we'll start working on other stuff. Now that we have the roof actually completely filled out with our spruce stairs and slabs, we are going to fill in this second story part right here. So very first thing we're going to want to go ahead and do is extend either side 1 up with a stripped oak log like this, and we will extend these ones up all the way to the top as well. Obviously can't go to the top, but we will fix that in just a moment. Okay, so now that we got those extended, we will get our oak planks, and we'll just fill this in as much as we possibly can. Again, some parts it won't fill in all the way, but we will fix that in just a second. We'll do that on both sides, so we place 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1 on top like that. Then right here in the middle, we're actually going to put 2 oak planks at the very top with 2 oak upside down stairs just like that. And that's how we actually fill in this whole part. And I did do that a little quick. So if you guys need to rewatch that again, just rewatch it. In this area right here, we'll fill this block in with a slab, this block in with a slab, and we'll fill these 2 either on either side with a slab as well. And that's actually how you build the second story, just like that. It's pretty darn simple. One real quick thing too, before we move on to doing the decaling in the windows and whatnot, is that we're actually gonna just put a spruce slab underneath every single block right here. So just like that, spruce slab on every single block, just like that, underneath every single one. There we go. And that way the roof doesn't look a little strange. And it does look a little strange right now, and the reason behind that is because we haven't actually added all the decaling and whatnot. This roof looks a little too perfect for an old Western house, but we will be fixing that very soon. The next part of the video is doing the windows. So let's get our trapdoors out. And what I mean by trapdoors is your oak trapdoors. I don't think I put any other trapdoors in the materials for this build. So let's get our oak trapdoors out, and we're gonna start on placing a lot of them down. This building does require a lot of trapdoors for the windows, but you guys will see why it looks good in the end. Okay, so for the first window, we just want to put 2 trapdoors on the inside like that. And then on either side, we also want to put trapdoors on the outside as well, just like that. And that is basically the window concept that we will be using for every single window. So over here, we'll do the exact same thing. We'll put 2 on the inside, and then we will put 2 on the outside as well, lining it up. It looks like shingles with inside window as well. We will also be putting in our doors, and for the doors, we will be using oak doors because we are sticking with the theme of just old Western kind of oaky looking build. Okay, over here, we will do the same with the windows over here as well. So we'll put 2 on the inside and put the trapdoors up, and 2 on the sides as well, just like that. And we'll be doing the same thing on pretty much every single window in all honesty. So we put the trapdoors here on every single side basically. In the middle, we just put 2 trapdoors instead of 1, and we don't put them on the actual post. But yeah, it's pretty darn simple. You just go around the house with all your trapdoors. This is where wood can be a little costly, especially if you're doing this as a survival house, because this does require a lot of wood, a lot of trunks, a lot of mining down trees, which no one likes doing trees unless you have a tree farm, because those things are really nice. But yeah, just basically start filling in every single window like so. And for the doorways, there is a little bit of a special thing that we do for the doorway as well. So right here, these are the doors. We got the bottom stair right here, and just on the bottom stair, we put 2 trap doors like that. We will actually come up here and do the same thing right here as well. So 2 trap doors like that. For these windows are a little special. We just put 2 trap doors in the middle, which I can't seem to do, and I put them in the wrong way. You might actually have to get rid of these fence gates to do that real quick, just so you can put the windows down and they're in the right position. I didn't think about that when I was actually building this though. So if we open those up, I'll break these, and then we just put the trapdoors down in the middle, and like so. And put that one on top, open these gates. There we go. So that's what those windows should look like. And then over here is the very last window that we have to do. Again, just fill it in with 2 trapdoors on either side, just like that. And that's how you do the windows and everything like that. So we got all the windows done, and don't forget the doors right here too. We also want to put the doors. The next thing I will do is I will do the interior, just basically where we'll put the floors and how we'll put the floors and what we'll decorate them like. But then after that, we'll do all the decaling and stuff like that to the roof. And then the last part is, I guess, decorations after that. So let's go ahead and actually do the interior flooring first though. Moving on to the interior floor, I promise you guys the floor is the most simplest thing of this entire build. If we get some spruce planks out, which let me type this up here, spruce planks and our oak planks. That's literally all we're gonna use. And actually oak slabs, so I did lie. We will use oak slabs, spruce planks, and oak planks. Now for the floor, on this block right here, the one that goes right below the door, if we go 1, 2, 3 blocks up, we're gonna put spruce planks going in a square all around the entire build. This will be the floor for the second story, the roof for the first story as well. So just go around just like that, pretty darn simple. And then we fill the rest in with oak planks. I'm telling you guys, this is probably the simplest part of the entire build. It's really not that bad. As long as you fill it in and have enough resources, it's super, super simple, super easy to do. But yeah, let's fill this in real quick. And almost filled it in, almost all the way there. I guess we will be standing on the second story when we finish this. First, some structural things real quick. I guess what we could do, I was gonna cover this in the decorations part, but you know what? I'll just save it for the decorations part actually. What we can do real quick too, if you guys want, this is gonna be covered in the decorations part as well, but we have 2 pressure plates that you can just walk on to get out of the door, just to make it a little bit more convenient, a little bit more easy. If we go down the staircase, go around to the front of the house, we can open this part up and put down oak pressure plates as well, just again to make it a tiny bit easier. So to finish off the floor, the interior floor kind of thing, all we're really going to do is just break a few blocks every once in a while and just do upper layer slabs. And this just gives the appearance that the roof isn't as stable as it used to be. It just makes it look a little bit more deprecated and a little bit damaged, which is what we're going for with this build. You'll see why when we start texturing the roof, it's going to look a little bit more damaged, but just something along the lines of that. And the reason I'm telling you guys this now and not in the decorations part of the build is because if you have carpet on top of all this, when you're breaking this, it gets super, super tedious to have to break the block, then go up and try to remember where the carpet was. So just texture that roof just a little bit, make it look damaged. That looks kind of nice. I'll stick with that. And the next part of the video we'll be doing is the roof texturing this and everything. So let's actually get some spruce slabs out. We're gonna wanna get some spruce trapdoors. Oh, so earlier in the video I said that there was no other trapdoors. I lied, there is spruce trapdoors. And we will be getting campfires, and for the sake of noise and stuff, because these campfires make a lot of noise when I'm recording my videos, I'm not sure why, we will also get water splash bottle. Okay, for the roof, you're only going to use slabs, and you're also going to want to use some spruce. Actually, you can just use the slabs for all of this. Basically, what you want to do is you just want to add some texture to it, make it look like the roof isn't fully, I guess, what's the word? Fully connected. Every once in a while, you'll break a stair or something like that, and you'll add up a little bit. Just add some grooves and make it look a little bit weird, a little damaged. You can see already that's already turning out pretty decent. Over here, we can add some planks here. Again, you just want to make it look natural, I guess. You know, try to make it look to the best of your ability. Maybe I'll have the stair actually curve in like that. And you just want it to make it look a little bit cluttered so that it looks like the roof is damaged, a little old, and there's been patches and everything on top of it. You can see that we're just gonna start adding stuff like this around. Maybe we can have one plank there, maybe one going over the top. And what I would do too is I would also have sections of the roof right here. Dang, I can't tell. Is that a stair? That is not a stair. Weird. I think those are two slabs and then a stair right here. That's very odd. Anyways, just have some of the roof parts jutting out and everything just like that. And you can see you don't want to go too crazy with it. You don't want too much of the roof to be jutting out, but just every once in a while have a little piece just like this. And we'll just keep texturing the roof and making it look nice. And I'll show you guys what process I go through when texturing. So again, we want to make these go, I'll just texture one side for the sake of time for the video. So what we'll also do when we get to this part, so we have all these slabs and blocks and everything, and it looks a little patchy, a little rough, the roof. We'll also add trap doors and such like that where we can. So right here, obviously we can't because of the slab. If we added another slab, we could add a trap door. But these trap doors look a lot like patches, and if we add them around the roof every once in a while, they just kind of add to the texture of the whole build. Over here, maybe we can break these blocks, turn this into a full block, and then add this trapdoor. It looks like the roof has been patched up a little bit, repaired, and that's because of old age and whatnot. Obviously, roofs do get old and they do need to be repaired. And we will also add campfires. So if we add the campfires in, this adds just a tiny bit more detail to the roof as well. So we can put a couple campfires, and this all depends on how much wood you're willing to use, because campfires do really cost a lot of wood. Whoop, and I dropped my campfire, whoopsie. In creative, it's a lot easier, obviously, because you don't have to worry about resources and gathering and stuff like that. But yeah, basically, you'll just want to add some texture like this every once in a while. Make it look like the roof is all patched up, and it's been, it's had a rough life, I guess, you know? There's been too many criminals and crooks coming into this saloon or this grub place, and, you know, it's just had a rough time. But yeah, just keep doing that, texturing it up, making the roof look nice like so. And then I think, actually, that will be it for the structure of the build after you texture up the roof and everything. And I'll be jumping into decoration parts, which I'll show the troughs, the water troughs and everything like that I make. But yeah, for the sake of this video, I think that's actually it for the structure completed. Now let's move on to the decorations, and go ahead and don't forget to texture up both sides of the roof as well. All right, we have teleported into my build world where I do all my creations and test out builds and get my tutorials ready and everything. There's a little clone right there that I used for practice when building this thing myself, and there's also my floating house, which I just released the videos, the two-part tutorials on that a little while ago. Man, I lost my speaking ability when changing worlds, I guess. All right, so moving on to the decorations, which I did make sure that all this stuff was mob-proof and everything inside as well. What we got first is we got 3 barrels right here. So one barrel kind of turned towards us, then 2 barrels pointing up. Over here, we got 2 hay bales, one pointing up, one pointing towards us. Over here, the reason we had this wall was because I created a barrel stack right here. So I just put 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, just like that. Over here, we've got some water troughs for the horses. So I just used cauldrons. I put 3 cauldrons right here, and then I put trapdoors going around, and then I filled each of these up with water. Very, very simple. Over here, I put 2 hay bales, so one sideways and one up like this, and then I put the barrels. Right here, it doesn't really matter if you guys get the barrels exactly specific, just so you guys can see the decorations, though, that's what it looks like. Over here, this is the water trough that I specifically created that was a little fancy. So what I did right here is I just got 2 looms, two looms like that, and I stacked one on top. And so I got this pattern right here and then just made that go all the way across. So just, had 3 of those guys. And then I put some trapdoors on it. So I put a trapdoor here, 3 on the bottom, 2 on top. Then right here I put a trapdoor going up with some spruce slabs on top. And then I also put a cauldron in the middle one. I didn't put one on either side. But it looks like a cool water trough. I was super proud with this. I thought this turned out really, really cool looking. And I think you can even hide in it. I wonder what that would look like though. It looks strange. It looks like my Spider-Man chest. But yeah, so that's how you create the water trough. A really, really quick tutorial on that, I guess. And over here, we got a hay bale right here. We got 3 hay bales in this corner over here. Now, that is all the exterior decorations, actually. That was very, very simple. Now, if we move on to the interior, this is where decorations get a little crazy. There's a ceiling that I was talking about earlier, too, how it's a little fragile and broken up. So when you first walk in, 1 block away from the pressure plate on the door, right here, we've got a pool table. So I just used 2x3 concrete powder. I put an item frame with a stick in it, an item frame with a conduit. And the conduit I used because it looks like a little ball. But if you wanted to use something a little simpler, something not expensive, you could use white concrete. Again, the only reason I used a conduit, let me show you real quick, is because it's smaller and it looks more like a ball. So I did use that. For the actual pool table itself, I got spruce signs and just put it around on every single side. I did put brown wool blocks beneath it like so that you could actually have this kind of looking carpet where it kind of looks like it staggers a little bit. It looks a little rough, but I did put some brown wool carpet around. Over here, I did put some tables for the dining, because this is a grub place, so it's a place where you got to eat. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4 oak stairs going around with a spruce fence and a spruce pressure plate. Then if I go 1 over, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, again, oak stairs with a spruce fence and a spruce pressure plate as well on top to create the illusion of 2 little groups of tables. Over here, I created a little bar setting. What I did for that is I created an upside down stair I just did a full block. Then I did slabs going all the way over to this full block. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 slabs, then a full block. Then I did a slab and a fence gate right here so that the person who's cooking can actually get in. I did put a chair here. So 1 stair here with 2 signs on either side to create the chair illusion. Then I put 1 stair here and 1 stair here. So 1 block away, 1, 2 blocks away, both with the signs. For the table, I put some item frames to make it look like some plates. I put some soup, bread, and potato in the plates. I put some pots and 1 cake. Whoever gets the cake, they are very lucky because I bet those are a delicacy in Western times. Over here, we've got a cauldron full of water, 2 furnaces with the detector rails on top, and the detector rails kind of make it look like there's a little stove on top. We've got 2 blast furnaces, and then we got this right here, which the way I figured this out was actually from BOO in the Hermitcraft series. You guys probably are familiar with that. What he showed you could do is if you get potatoes or any really meat at all, and you get the splash water bottle, if you place them on real quick and then splash it, look at that. You get this cool potatoes on the rack texture, and that looks so amazing. You can do that with any raw meat or vegetables, and I will thank you BOO for actually introducing that to me. But anyways, those are just 2 campfires put on top with a bunch of potatoes on top. Then above them, I did put some backwards looms to make it look like there's some cabinets over here as well. So there's 1, 2, 3 above in this little kitchen area. Over here, I put an item frame with a Steve head. I don't know if you guys can get Steve heads in Minecraft or not. I know you can get creeper heads, unless there's this one mod that I use it where you can get every single head. But anyways, we got his head with a sign that says wanted for $10. Over here we have that repeated wanted for $10 with the Steve head and item frame. We do have some paintings. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paintings, I think, overall. Over here I created another backwards loom so that this looks more like cupboards. We've got 3 brewing stands with a pressure plate on this block right here with a painting. And then I got some honey bottles and some other glowing bottles, I don't know what they are, in item frames to make this look like a little bar station where people could get some liquor and some drinks on a hard day's journey. So that's all that for there. For the lighting, again, I put the torches in places so that they would be strategically mob-proofing this area. So we got a torch on the left side of this oak post right here. We've got one torch right next to the door, so like right next to the door right there. We've got another torch also on another oak post, the very first one that you would see. Then we've got this one torch hanging over the fence gate, so right here by the potato. Hopefully you guys have seen enough footage to actually recreate this in your build if you guys are doing the decorations, but that's all that is it for the first floor. Let's go outside and move to the second story and climb up this little staircase right here. And I did mention these barrels, yeah. So let's go up to the second story, and inside this is where the bedroom is. And this, guys, is actually my most favorite interior design I've ever done. I am so proud of this. I hope you guys like it. Okay, so inside, away from the pressure plates, we got some wool going around, creating this kind of semicircle, creating this cool little illusion. Right here, I did fill in the walls a little bit. I can't remember how much I filled them in, but you can see right here that these would be the upside down spruce stairs. And yeah, so these were slabs and I replaced them with upside down spruce stairs, and I got these stripped oak logs and went up 2, so every 3, so 1, 2, 3, I'd do a little 2 post, 1, 2, 3, do 2 post, 1, 2, 3, and I'd fill it in with barrels and chests of miscellaneous size. I do have an under chest right here because it's a survival world, and I did that on either side except this side. I had a couple furnaces. I had a cartography table with 2 blast furnaces, a smoker in this section, and then over here I put 3 armor stands, both with each one with varying different armor. Over here I put the bed, so I put 2 slabs down, and then I put my 2 purple beds. Over here for decorations, I had a bow, shooting an apple using item frames. So there's a bow, arrow, apple right there. I put more, I guess, what are these called? Barrels around this area right here, and some more potatoes on a campfire, along with a zombie head and a creeper head as well. And again, I have the carpet going around. Then we do have this pool table, which I just replicated from downstairs, 2 blocks away from the door. So it's the 2 by 3 concrete powder door right here. And then what I did, I added some paintings above this door area right here as well. Another painting right there, just dispersed around the room and everything. And what I did is for the top, I actually did this a little differently. I added in these, what are these? I can never think of the names off the top of my head. Stripped oak log. So I added these in, going over the 2 blocks right here, just going all the way across the ceiling, on both sides. And I actually put some trap doors, and there was enough room to put some cartography tables. So I put trap doors beneath the cartography tables, so it looks like we're keeping something above an upper storage over here. And I thought that was such a cool use of the space. It made the ceiling feel a lot more filled in, and it actually looked really, really cool. Then for the lighting, I used lanterns on this story. So I had a lantern in this block right here, so 1 block away from the Pinocchio painting. I'm assuming that's Pinocchio. We had it right there. For this lantern, we had it on this stripped oak log post right there, 1 block away from the spruce stairs right there. And then I had another lantern right here on the left side of this stripped oak log right there. And lastly, I had a torch on this post right next to your bed. And that actually should do it for the decorations, I believe, actually. I think that's just about it for the video. I hope you guys did really like this and enjoy this. It took me a while to come up with a design, but I think it turned out cool in the end. If you guys want to see more Western styled builds, I could do a different type of building, maybe like a bank or something, or one of those corner buildings that they always have. But I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell me what themed buildings you guys want to see in the next video. If you guys want to see, if you want to have a specific tutorial built just for you, comment down below, and I would love to do it. I would love to try and give you some awesome build that you guys can use in your base. But with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to enjoy Minecraft and always enjoy life. And that is it, guys. I will see you guys in the next episode.